Hi everyone, welcome to this BuyBotPro video all about IP claims. In this video, we'll look at how BuyBotPro can save you from purchasing products that have known intellectual property issues related to them. So first of all, what is an IP claim? If we head over to this Amazon page here, we can see that Amazon does not allow listings that violate the intellectual property rights of brands or other rights owners. So in short, some brands do not allow third-party resellers to resell their products on any other platform. And if this is the case and somebody, a brand owner or a rights owner, finds out that you are selling their product on Amazon, they can raise an IP claim with Amazon, and Amazon take that very seriously, and it flags up in your account health, and it's something that you really just don't want to be dealing with. And in some extreme cases, it can lead to account suspension. The difficult thing is, how do you know which brands protect their IP rights? That can be quite difficult. Now, I'm sure there's lists out there somewhere on the web, but this is where BuyBotPro comes into its own. So let's just take this brand here, L'Oréal Paris Pure Clay Blemish Rescue Face Mask. So automatically, when BuyBotPro loads up on the Amazon page, we can see that it's telling us we cannot sell this product. And if we go further down here, you can see that the IP radar is showing red. So BuyBotPro has a really helpful traffic light system here in terms of the IP radar. We have red, we have amber, and we have green. So if the IP radar is green, that means that there are no known issues. So no known private label issues, and BuyBotPro is not aware that there is an issue with the product. Now, that's not to say that BuyBotPro is 100% correct. Of course, it can only go on the data that it has. And so if you are a bit concerned, or if you're not quite sure, it would be wise to perhaps carry out some further research yourself. But if it is green, generally, hopefully that's going to be okay to sell. Now, amber, so this means that BuyBotPro is not saying that it knows of any IP issues, but this is where it's picked up there are less than 2 FBA sellers, or the manufacturer's name is on the seller list. So that could indicate a warning, and that's something that you then need to do some further due diligence and just check for yourself to see if there are going to be any IP issues with that. So you can always ask in Facebook groups of particular brands. They're usually quite good places to talk to people and see if anyone else has had an issue with the brand. But yes, some further due diligence is needed if BuyBotPro is showing amber. Now, if it's showing red, like this one, BuyBotPro knows that this brand protects their intellectual property rights. So this is a big warning for us, and means that we shouldn't go ahead and purchase this product to list on Amazon, because it could cause us all sorts of problems. I mean, some people might risk it and still list it anyway, but I definitely wouldn't recommend that, because it could lead to issues that you just don't want to be dealing with at all, really. So this product, we'd all automatically say it's a no-go, and it's red. Now, the reason why BuyBotPro is so useful and almost a lifesaver in this sense is that Amazon doesn't tell you if there is an IP issue with a certain product. So let's just take this as an example then. If we just copy this, and we'll head across to Seller Central, and we get this through Catalog Add Product. We're going to paste the name here. Okay, so as we can see here, this is the product that we were looking at. We have got an apply to sell box here. If we click on the show limitations, so we need approval to list this product. Okay, so if we click through to apply to sell, this is what we get. So we need approval to sell other personal safety and household products in new conditions. Okay, but what it's not saying is this is like a forbidden product. It's not saying that this product has an IP issue related. So we could go through the process of requesting approval and in an attempt to get ungated for this particular category, but that still doesn't solve the issue that we know, or BuyBotPro knows, that this brand protects its IP rights. So if we just go back to Amazon here, click analyze again, BuyBotPro is saying that this IP radar is red, so we should definitely avoid selling that. So if you didn't have BuyBotPro, this process might be more difficult to figure out. BuyBotPro just saves you that time and the hassle surrounding IP issues and IP claims. And I mean, in the unfortunate event that you do receive an IP claim, you should definitely try to contact the rights owner who has made the claim. Just a side note there, they have to raise an IP claim directly through Amazon. So if they just message you directly through your seller account, that doesn't actually count as an official IP claim. So you will receive an email from Amazon if they do raise a formal IP complaint. In this instance, you should try to resolve the issue directly with the rights owner. Also, make sure that you remove all stock from Amazon and close and delete the listing. And you should try to ask the rights owner to retract their IP claim. On the very rare occasion that you might have written permission to sell the product, then that's okay. And as long as you have evidence for that documentation, then you will of course be okay to sell that product. And any IP claims will disappear from your account after 180 days. But again, you should try to avoid IP claims as they will affect your account health. And if you get multiple IP claims, that can lead to account suspension. Just on another side note, if you do run into issues with your account or account suspension, if you have signed up for the BuyBotPro suspension safeguard package, which is this package here, then you will actually get suspension safeguard included, which, as you can see there, is a service offered by a sister company, getunsuspended.com, where you'll have access to templates in order to help you write your plan of action, and the team will be able to walk you through the process of trying to get ungated. So of course, this is a last resort because we don't really want to be thinking about Amazon suspensions, but it can happen, and it can happen to any seller, whether you're a new seller or an experienced seller. So with BuyBotPro, if you haven't yet signed up, do consider using the suspension safeguard option, which will get you all of the BuyBotPro features plus that additional service if anything happens to your account. And that's it for IP Radar. Hopefully that's been a useful video, just explaining a bit about why BuyBotPro is so useful in its traffic light system colour combination here with the red, the amber and the green, and allow it to warn you from products that are likely to have IP issues. Like I said, if it's red, definitely avoid. Amber, make sure you do some extra due diligence. And if it's green, as far as BuyBotPro knows, there haven't been any IP issues related. And on a side note, if you do find any products that have IP issues, you can email the BuyBotPro support team, info@buybotpro.com, and make them aware of the brand that protects its IP issues, and they will add that to their long list of brands which they already know have issues associated with it.